The villain is super good at teasing. Chapter 1 The school grass is a bit and cute and 1. Chapter 1 The school grass is a bit cute, 1. My lord, where did you throw your lord? Yan Mo tremblingly looked at his lord, and had to say, the lord is too scary, how can you say that the lord is also her fiancé? My lord, you can't catch up with adults like this. Seeing Yan Mo's expression of hating iron for nothing, Luo Yunyan stretched out his fingers and picked it up from the ground. With a flick of his hand, Yan Mo was thrown out. Before Yan Mo could react, he was thrown away. When Yan Mo was about to complain about Luo Yunyan, he found that he couldn't turn into a real body, and he became even more depressed. His breath was stuck in his chest, and he couldn't say it. If you can't find our Zhao, don't change back. Facing this blatant threat, will Yan Mo, who has a blood spirit of noble blood, agree? He also has dignity, okay. You threw the adults in by yourself, and you still want me to look for it, and you just throw me in, don't I want to lose face? Yan Mo muttered softly at the side, and then obediently looked for the whereabouts of that person by himself. After all, he is also a principal blood spirit. Luo Yunyan looked at him indifferently, and I don't know how long it had passed before Yan Mo said, my lord is in another world, and my soul consciousness spreads across 3,000 worlds. My lord, if we go like this, we will be discovered by heaven. As soon as Yan Mo finished speaking, he was attacked by Luo Yunyan's white eyes. Yan Mo was angry, he is a blood spirit. He is easy, 1 or 2, you know how to bully him. Let's go. Luo Yunyan disappeared in place after finishing speaking. Yan Mo hurriedly followed the original owner called Luo Yunyan, the favorite of the Luo family, the kind who was spoiled by his parents since he was a child, but the original owner's personality is completely different. The original owner's character is a bit timid and cowardly, and he usually doesn't say anything when he is bullied. Once again by chance, the original owner met the male protagonist of this plane. Because the original owner was cowardly, she was bullied all the time. Especially after meeting the male protagonist, the bullying was even worse. After all, the male protagonist is a schoolgirl. Girls who like the heroine have bullied her, and even brought the heroine to the small rooftop of the sports field. Although it is not very high, it is inevitable that someone like the original owner will be a little scared. Later, the school transferred a new classmate. That person was the villain Gu Zian. When he saw the original owner climbed up to the small roof, he was just a little unhappy. After all, he is living in Luojia now. Luojia is kind to him. He also knew about the daughter. Later, every time the original owner was bullied, the original owner kept it in his heart and didn't say anything. Later, the original owner became depressed. In the end, because of excessive depression, he jumped off the building and committed suicide. And the villain turned black after knowing that the original owner committed suicide, and he bullied those who bullied the original owner back, and in a tenfold way later on, the villain meets the heroine, and when he finds out that he likes the heroine, and the heroine likes the hero, he is completely blackened, and the ending is probably that the hero and the heroine are together, and the villain is thrown into prison. When Luo Yunyan came, the original owner was already suffering from depression, and this place was the original owner's own room. She sat up from the bed and just sat there blankly. Luo Yunfan stood in front of the blinds and looked at her quietly. The blinds were installed when Luo Yunyan was suffering from depression, because she was afraid of what she might do, so she had to install them. This book is just for practice, so there will be a lot of confusion in the content, because every time the code is basically at night, I need to go to class during the day, and I will inevitably get CP when I code at night, and the error rate will naturally be higher. So in the following chapters there will be a lot of falsification, please forgive me. End of this chapter. _left previous home index next _right. Tap the screen to use advanced tools tip. You can use left and right keyboard keys to browse between chapters. The villain is super good at teasing. Chapter 2 The school grass is a bit and cute and 2. Chapter 2 The school grass is a bit cute, 2. Gu Zian stood next to Luo Yunfan at some point, and asked, how long has Yanyan been like this? She was fine before I left. Luo Yunfan turned around, saw Gu Zian, and was surprised, Zian, and then looked into the blinds. It's been 3 or 4 months, she hasn't spoken to us for a long time, she sent it to us at first. In several hospitals, there was a sudden riot at the entrance of the hospital, and they finally sent her back as a last resort, and she has been suspended for 3 or 4 months. I'll go in and see her, Gu Zian said, leaving the blinds, came to the door of the room, opened the door, and after entering, closed the door again, walked to Luo Yunyan's side, and sat down. Yanyan, can you hear me? Gu Zian held her hand, his thin and long fingers felt soft and boneless to the touch. I'm back, do you think Yanyan me? I'm sorry, I came back late and let Yanyan be bullied. Can Yanyan tell me, who bullied you? Tell me, okay. Luo Yunyan didn't respond, but she didn't know her inner activities. Ah Zhao is so gentle, ah. How can you be so gentle? Yan Mo, you said he will turn black, I believe you. Ah Zhao is so handsome. Yan Mo was ashamed, it looked at its master in an nymphomaniac speechless, but it was helpless, what could it do? It's scary for a woman to be infatuated. Gu Zian straightened her hair, since Yanyan doesn't want to say anything, then I'll go first, Yanyan needs to rest well, you know. I'll go first. When Gu Zian was about to leave, someone grabbed Luo Yunyan's hand just now. He lowered his head and looked at her, what's wrong, you don't want me to go, right? Luo Yunyan nodded, but there was still no unnecessary expression on her face. Gu Zian smiled and sat down again. Can Yanyan smile? I haven't seen Yanyan's dimple for a long time. Luo Yunyan was stunned for a moment, staring blankly at Gu Zian, then the corners of her mouth rose slightly, and she smiled. Gu Zian stretched out his hand and touched her head. Yanyan is so good. Luo Yun from outside the window saw Luo Yunyan smile, quickly took out his phone, took several pictures, and posted them on Weibo. Today you seem to be smiling, quiet but beautiful, I hope my little princess recovers sooner. There are also several pictures attached below, and they are all photos with Gu Zian. The people in the photos seem to be very obedient, but the beauty of the profile is enough to kill everything. The landlord's little princess looks good. What's the matter with this strong full-screen brain? I wish the little princess a speedy recovery. I hope those who harmed the little princess will disappear from here as soon as possible. Whoever has the heart to harm such a cute little princess is ready to accept my machete. Ellipsis. Guzian was sitting next to her, just sitting like this, without making a sound. Luo Yunyan turned to look at him, and said 4 words for a long time, Z. Yan, brother. Guzian was taken aback for a moment, then looked at Luo Yunyan. Yanyan can hear me right? Will you listen to me then? Luo Yunyan nodded obediently, listen. Then Yanyan, let's get out of bed obediently and go out to have a meal with brother, shall we? Guzian said patiently from the side, because Luo Yunyan's severe depression caused her to have severe autism, so I don't talk all the time, I just like to stay in the room by myself. End of this chapter. _left previous home index next _right. Tap the screen to use advanced tools tip. You can use left and right keyboard keys to browse between chapters. The villain is super good at teasing. Chapter 3 The school grass is a bit cute and 3. Chapter 3 The school grass is a bit cute, 3. Okay, Luo Yunyan followed Guzian's movements very obediently, put on his shoes, and followed Guzian to the door. Luo Yunfan was just a little surprised. He didn't expect Luo Yunyan to listen to Guzian's words like this. What's the matter with the inexplicable soreness? Yanyan, what do you want to eat? My brother will make it for you. Soreness turns sour, my sister spoils herself, no matter how bad it is, she is also my sister, and pets must be spoiled to heaven. Afan, let's have some porridge. How long has it been since Yanyan had a meal? Guzian could feel her abnormal thinness while holding her hand, as if she would collapse when the wind blows. I've been drinking normal saline for the past few months. I'll go to the kitchen to make some porridge. You can take the smoke with you. Luo Yunfan immediately went to the kitchen in a hurry and started cooking for his sister, saying that he couldn't starve himself younger sister. Yanyan, come on, let's go outside for a walk. Guzian carefully took her hand and walked outside the door. The original owner lived in a school district room. Luo Yunfan bought it near the school for the convenience of taking care of his sister. They bought a house in the school district, and the Luojia couple are seeking medical treatment abroad at this time, and they also hope that the precious daughter can recover sooner. At this time, when school is over, there are many people coming and going. Guzian carefully leads them. At this time a girl suddenly sees Guzian and Luo Yunyan, and walks over. Yanyan. The girl was taken aback when she saw Luo Yunyan's appearance. She looked at Guzian. How is Yanyan? What else? Guzian's tone was very bad. Yanyan went to a new school this year. In the old school, she got along well with those people. Why did she suffer from depression as soon as she arrived at the new school? Answer it goes without saying, I. The girl was speechless. When she wanted to say something to Luo Yunyan, she was frightened by Guzian's eyes and left the place quickly. Luo Yunyan lowered her head and looked at the hands holding her hand. Ah Zhao took my hand, that's great. Sister King, isn't that Luo Yunyan? Why did it appear here? That's right, Sister King, it's very close to the homes of Senior Yun Fan and Senior Wen King. But who is that person next to her? Why have I never seen it before? Isn't that the Senior Ziyan who just transferred back yesterday? Why are you with Luo Yunyan? Hurry up and inform Shanyi. A few girls were muttering not far away. Fu Shanyi saw Guzian and Luo Yunyan standing together from a long distance away, and she walked over to the girls. Who is that person? Fu Shanyi's sudden appearance startled several girls. They turned their heads and saw Fu Shanyi's dark face, and hurriedly said, that's Luo Yunyan from our class. It's been 4 months, I never thought I'd meet her here. Guzian took Luo Yunyan and sat on a park bench in the community, not far from the house Luo Yunfan bought. Yanyan, can you still tell me what happened? Luo Yunyan didn't speak, just lowered her head and kept looking at the hand holding her. Fu Shanyi came to their side at some point. Brother Xin. After Luo Yunyan heard this voice, she suddenly trembled. Guzian felt it while holding her hand, and hurriedly asked, what's wrong? Did you see something? Luo Yunyan stretched out her other finger. Guzian followed her finger and naturally saw a group of girls standing together. They seemed to be walking in this direction. End of this chapter. _left previous home index next _right. Tap the screen to use advanced tools tip. You can use left and right keyboard keys to browse between chapters. The villain is super good at teasing. Chapter 4 The school grass is a bit cute and 4. Chapter 4 The school grass is a bit cute, 4. Then let's go home, shall we? Seeing that Luo Yunyan was not right, Guzi hurriedly said, and then helped Luo Yunyan to walk home, ignoring Fu Shanyi who was on the side the whole time. After they left, Fu Shanyi stomped her feet angrily. Just arrived at home, Luo Yunfan had already prepared the meal. After changing her shoes, she took her to the dining table. Luo Yunyan also ate very obediently. My lord, I admire your acting skills. Yan Mo was simply shocked. This lord's acting skills can even win an Oscar for Best Actress. Shut up. Luo Yunyan glanced over. Yan Mo immediately shut up obediently. Hey, he knew he was bullying the Lun family, and the Lun family was also a bloodstreet of noble blood. Fortunately, it can't be turned into a real body now. If other people see it like this, they will have to be laughed to death. When Luo Yunyan was eating, Luo Yunfan secretly took a photo and sent it to the Luo family couple who were far away abroad. The little princess smiled today, and she has eaten today. Hearing the ringtone of the message from the mobile phone, Mother Luo took out the mobile phone from her pocket, saw the photo sent by her son, and almost cried. Father Luo patted her on the shoulder. Yanyan is willing to eat now. This is a good thing. Don't worry, it will be fine. Then I sent another post. The little princess not only smiled today, but also wanted to eat. May the little princess be happy in the future. I wish the little princess good health. The comments below are almost all similar, and one of them is quite abrupt. Whatever you pretend, you know how to pretend to be pitiful to win sympathy. This is a girl from our school. She used to pretend to be pitiful here to win the heart of the school brass. As a result, this one was sprayed miserably. Luo Yunfen also remembered this person's ID. His eyes sank. It seemed that his little princess was really bullied. A few months later, Luo Yunyan's condition improved, and the Luo family couple also came back from abroad, bringing back the most famous psychiatrist. My lord, guess what I found? Yan Mo was suddenly surprised this day, and then immediately came to tell Luo Yunyan. What? Luo Yunyan was leaning on the sofa, looking at the person in the iron box. My lord's favorability for you has only reached 60, that is to say, my lord's feelings for you are just like my brother's feelings for my sister. Yan Mo said silently from the side. Luo Yunyan was stunned for a moment, then turned his head and took a look. The two men who were discussing with Luo Yunfen just said oh. After returning to school, Luo Yunyan went directly to the second year of high school. In order to prevent Luo Yunyan from having any accidents, the Luo family couple directly asked her to transfer to Luo Yunfen's class, which is the class of the third year of high school. Yanyan, let's go. Luo Yunfen, who was changing shoes at the door, called her, and Luo Yunyan stood up from the sofa. Brother Xiao, wait for me. After changing her shoes, Luo Yunyan walked in front, Guzian and Luo Yunfen walked behind her. Xian, how is it? Did you find anything? Luo Yunfen asked in a low voice. Guzian nodded, but when he looked up, he found that Luo Yunyan was gone. Where is Yanyan? It was still there just now. Where did it go? When the two men came to their senses, Luo Yunyan was not where he was, and when he was about to find someone, a figure suddenly jumped out. Wow. End of this chapter. Chevron _ left previous home index next chevron _ right. Tap the screen to use advanced tools tip. You can use left and right keyboard keys to browse between chapters. The villain is super good at teasing. Chapter 5 The school grass is a bit and cute and 5. Chapter 5 The school grass is a bit cute, 5. The two people who were startled by the sudden voice, after seeing the person clearly, were simply annoyed and helpless. Yanyan. Luo Yunyan grimaced, and then said, who told you to keep talking and ignore me? HMPH. What's the matter? Are you upset? Guzian stretched out his arms and took Luo Yunyan into his arms. Luo Yunyan's footsteps staggered, and when he realized it, Guzian had already run far away. Luo Yunyan directly chased after them. Luo Yunfen walked behind them with a smile on his lips. The two of them were arguing all the way. Luo Yunfen just followed behind them. When they reached the door, Guzian suddenly stopped her. Want to go in? Say brother Xian that I was wrong. Otherwise, don't go in. You're childish. Luo Yunyan stood at the door, almost stomping her feet in anger, but Guzian was tall and strong, and she couldn't fight, so she could only look at Luo Yunfen helplessly in the end. It's useless to look at Afan, look at me. Guzian looked at her jokingly. How about it, you want to call me Brother Xiao tilde, Luo Yunyan can bend and stretch, isn't it just calling him? What's the problem? His eyes were full of tears. Brother Xiao, just let me in tilde. Guzian stretched out his hand and touched her head. It's so cute. Luo Yun smoked like a hamster. She was extremely cute. Luo Yunfen walked over and touched her head. Okay, don't be angry. At worst we just ignore him from now on. Well, I know that my brother treats me the best. Luo Yunyan smiled, showing her cute little tiger teeth. Sitting in the seat, Guzian felt a little uncomfortable when he saw her smile at Luo Yunfen. Pleasing to the eye. Fool, brother is not good to you. Who is good to you? Okay, sit on your seat. Luo Yunfen's eyes are also filled with endless pampering. Guzian is indeed getting more and more unpleasant, so he simply lay down on the table. I'm going to bed after class. Fu Shanyi heard that Guzian came to the school with a girl, so she immediately came to Guzian's class, then stood at the door, and after making sure that her own dress was okay, she walked into the class. Brother Xian, what are you doing? Luo Yunyan, who had just woken up, saw Guzian standing in front of her, full of anger for getting up, and woke her up, unhappy. I saw a little pig sleeping on the table. Guzian didn't forget to take a few photos of Luo Yunyan while talking. The little pig is so cute when it's angry. You deleted the photo, Luo Yunyan said and wanted to grab his cell phone, but this body was too short to reach him, making him even more depressed. Brother Xian. Fu Shanyi walked to Guzian's side, and called weakly. Luo Yunyan and Guzian looked over at the same time. Guzian looked at Fu Shanyi in front of him, and asked, who are you? Brother Xiao, I'm your fiancé, are you? Not in a hurry. Fu Shanyi looked like she was about to cry. When she heard the word, fiancé, Luo Yunyan's figure visibly shook. Fiancé. Guzian pretended to think for a while, and then said, there are too many people claiming to be my fiancé. Who are you? If I really want to admit it, there is only one person, do you understand? Question mark quote. Fu Shanyi's face turned pale. Brother Xiao. I really, if you don't believe me, you can ask your uncle or aunt. Brother Xiao. End of this chapter. Chevron _ left previous home index next chevron _ right. Tap the screen to use advanced tools tip. You can use left and right keyboard keys to browse between chapters. The villain is super good at teasing. Chapter 6 The school grass is a bit and cute and 6. Chapter 6 The school grass is a bit cute, 6. Luo Yunyan stood aside with a pale face, looking like she was on the verge of falling. If Luo Yunfen was not by her side, she might really fall down. Yanyan, what's wrong? It's okay. Luo Yunyan turned her head and buried her face in Luo Yunfen's arms. Luo Yunfen touched her head. It's okay, did you hear something? Tell brother, did you hear something? Luo Yunyan shook her head. Luo Yunfen raised her head to look at Guzian, and said, Xian, Yanyan may be a little uncomfortable, I'll take her home first. Yan. Gu Zian wanted to reach out to grab Luo Yunyan's hand, but she dodged it without a trace. Gu Zian glanced at the hand hanging in the air, and for the next few days, Gu Zian even noticed that Luo Yunyan was hiding from him. Gu Zian's expression became more and more strange, and the atmosphere around him became more and more strange. On this day, Luo Yunyan was sleeping on the table. Luo Yunfan stood up from his seat, patted Gu Zian on the shoulder, and motioned for Gu Zian to see you on the rooftop. On the rooftop. Ziyan, you've been weird recently. Is it because of Yanyan? You, like Yanyan, right? Luo Yunfan seemed to see through his thoughts at a glance. Ziyan, Yanyan is just right. I don't want her to be here because of some public opinion relapsed into depression. Afan, hi. Gu Zian didn't understand what was going on with him recently. He only knew that Luo Yunyan deliberately stayed away from him, and he was very uncomfortable, but he didn't know the reason. Luo Yunyan kept avoiding him, wanting to ask and ask not. Zian, tell me the truth, do you like Yanyan or not? Luo Yunfan looked at him, and Gu Zian, who didn't respond to him for a long time, said, okay, if you don't answer, then I'll tell you, do you know about Yanyan? Yan likes you. When she heard that you have a fiancé, do you know how long she cried that day? Yanyan is my sister. I can't have that kind of affection for my sister. Do you understand? Sister. Gu Zian yelled directly. Luo Yunfan clenched his fists, wanting to hit someone, but still bare his back. Luo Yunyan, who was standing at the door, was leaning against the wall, but she couldn't stop crying. She always knew that Gu Zian didn't like her, and her feelings for her were just what her brother liked for his sister, but she didn't think that he will admit. It's as if one day he told his brother himself that he only regarded her as his younger sister and would not have any feelings for her. Thinking about it, she was too naive, and everything was his own naivety. It's just that she is a little unwilling. Obviously, she loves him so much. Why can't he like herself a little bit? When she was about to leave, Luo Yunyan stepped on the ground, and the two people on the roof immediately noticed her. Their faces were pale, and she heard it. Yanyan, Guzi took a step ahead of Luo Yunfan, and came to Luo Yunyan's side. Yanyan, how are you doing? Don't cry. I didn't mean that. Brother Zian, you don't need to explain. I know it all. I know you just treat me like a younger sister. It's okay. I won't force you to like me. Luo Yunyan pretended to be strong and sat up from the ground. I remember after what you said today. I also hope that Brother Zian will one day find someone he likes. I overstepped the rules. Brother, let's go home. After Luo Yunyan finished speaking, Luo Yunfan walked to her side, because she twisted her foot, so Luo Yunfan carried her on his back. End of this chapter. Chevron _left previous home index next chevron _right. Tap the screen to use advanced tools tip. You can use left and right keyboard keys to browse between chapters. The villain is super good at teasing. Chapter 7 The school grass is a bit cute and 7. Chapter 7 The school grass is a bit cute, 7. Looking at the back of the two people leaving, Gu Zian felt very uncomfortable, but he couldn't understand why this happened on the way. Luo Yunfan felt sorry for her, and said, Yanyan, don't you understand now? No matter where you go, he won't like you, so why are you doing this? Maybe I was really wrong. Luo Yunyan put his arm around Luo Yunfan's neck. Brother, I feel a little uncomfortable. If you feel uncomfortable, just cry for a while, my brother is always here. Luo Yunfan also loves his sister very much. From the moment she was born, his parents left, and he brought her up single-handedly. Although they are high and powerful, but, I don't know when, my younger sister fell in love with Yan Zhao, whom no one dared to get close to. She was originally a beloved little princess in the palace. Since when did she become submissive, self-destructive, and submissive to Yan Zhao? Satisfied, he became selfish, dismissed his position, and sent him to the study as an errand. Brother, is he really so hard-hearted? Luo Yunyan still felt a little uncomfortable in her heart, but she couldn't force her to like someone, and she didn't want to force him either. No, go back to Yun's palace with my brother. Why are you being wronged like this? But he wasn't there. What should I do with you? Luo Yunfan is also helpless, but he has no choice. My sister, I spoil her, even if no one loves her, then she still wants to spoil her in the next few days. Luo Yunyan and Luo Yunfan didn't come to school, and went to the community where they lived, when new residents had moved in. Gu Zian looked at the stranger and asked, the two brothers and sisters who used to live here woolen cloth. They have moved away. Don't you know? I heard that they went abroad. You were their classmate. The new resident is a kind lady who can be considered a single mother. She opened the door and let Gu Zi in. You come in first. I found something when I was cleaning. Since you were classmates, help me hand it over to them then. Gu Zian nodded, walked in, and sat on the sofa in an orderly manner. The woman took out an iron box from the room, and Gu Zian naturally recognized it as Luo Yunyan's box. The lady handed the box to Gu Zian. There is a photo inside, a diary, and some hairpins. Everything left by that little girl is here. Gu Zian opened the box, and the photo was a group photo of 3 people before he went abroad. He took out the photo and ran his slender fingers across the girl's cheek. The lady smiled when she saw it. This girl, it's the girl you like. She looks so cute. I like it, Gu Zian murmured, then raised his head to look at the lady. What kind of feeling is that? The lady smiled. You don't need any feelings to like someone. That is, when you can't see her, you will especially want to see her, and you can't wait to appear in front of her immediately, and see her with other boys when you are together. You will feel uncomfortable. Do you like this girl? Right. Just like that girl likes you. Like me. Gu Zian smiled self-deprecatingly, reached out and took out the diary. End of this chapter. Chevron _left previous home index next chevron _right. Tap the screen to use advanced tools tip. You can use left and right keyboard keys to browse between chapters. The villain is super good at teasing. Chapter 8 The school grass is a bit cute and 8. Chapter 8 The school grass is a bit cute, 8. The lady sat on the sofa and said, although I don't know what happened to you, I know that the little girl likes you very much. You will understand after reading her diary. After Gu Zian took the diary out of the box, he opened it, and the first sentence that came into his eyes was, "The wind and rain are falling gently, and the smoke continues to rise to the clouds." This is the origin of her name. There is a very small sentence under this sentence. If you don't look carefully, you can't really see it. That sentence says, "Brother Zian has gone abroad." Gu Zian stroked the handwriting on the diary with his fingers, and felt pain in his heart again. First day. Brother Xiao went abroad to study today. It will take a year to see him. I really can't bear it. The next day. The day after Brother Xiao left. I miss him so much. Ellipsis. 156 day. Brother Xiao, when will you come back? Yanyan misses you. Yanyan was bullied at school, so I dare not say, why didn't Brother Xiao come back? Ellipsis. 170 day. I was bullied again today, but I met a good man today. Everyone calls him Senior Wenking. He is just like Brother Xiao, but Brother Xiao is the best. I don't know when Brother Xiao will come back. Ellipsis. 190 day. I didn't go to school today. Everything has changed. Everything around me is dark. Everyone thinks it's my fault. Obviously it's not me. Why should I be blamed? I hate it. I want to leave here. Go to a place where no one bullies Yanyan. The back of the diary was gone, his hands were trembling, and there was a letter between the diaries. He opened the letter. Brother Xiao, I'm sorry, Yanyan is leaving first. Yanyan may not be able to wait for you to come back. Yanyan is tired. Yanyan wants to go to a place where no one will bully Yanyan, so that Yanyan can be happy every day. Be happy. Brother Xiao, don't be sad. Yanyan will turn into a star after leaving. Looking at Brother Xiao in the sky, Yanyan knows whether Brother Xiao is happy or sad. Yanyan can't wait for you to come back. Ever since Brother Xian left, everything around me has changed. Although my brother has protected me, but Yanyan doesn't want my brother to worry, so I haven't told my brother. It's just that Yanyan didn't think of it. Yanyan is really too weak. She can't even protect herself. If Brother Xiao can read this letter one day, I hope that Brother Xiao will forget about Yanyan, so that Brother Xiao can be happy. If Brother Xiao read this letter, Yanyan would have been relieved. Yanyan likes Brother Xiao happy every day, so Brother Xiao should be happy every day. Gu Zian didn't know how he got home. He just felt that the box in his hand was heavy, and the last words left by the lady, "If you like her, you have to be brave enough to admit it. Don't wait until you lose it before knowing how to cherish it. You like that little girl." Yes, he likes her, but what qualifications does that have? What right do I have to love her? All this is expensive, but I am asking for trouble. My mouth is so stubborn that I still dare not admit my love for her. Yanyan, I was wrong. Please come back. At this time, Luo Yunyan was leaning on Luo Yunfan's shoulder and fell asleep. The corners of Luo Yunfan's lips slightly raised. Yan Zhao, oh Yan Zhao, you're a stubborn duck, and one day you will admit that you like smoke. I really look forward to your appearance when you wake up. This game is getting more and more interesting. End of this chapter. Chevron underscore left previous home index next chevron underscore right. Tap the screen to use advanced tools tip. You can use left and right keyboard keys to browse between chapters. The villain is super good at teasing. Chapter 9 The school grass is a bit and cute and 9. Chapter 9 The school grass is a bit cute, 9. A year later, A major. A top student in the finance department, Gu Zian. Very handsome. You are beautiful and talented. The ideal boyfriend. Ellipsis. Brother, it's really lively here. The corners of Luo Yunyan's lips rose slightly, revealing an evil atmosphere. Luo Yunfan nodded. Little princess, do you want to play? Over the past year, Luo Yunyan has become more and more like the original Luo Yunyan, evil and charming, loves to play. Once she starts playing, none of the prey she targets can escape. Who is the little princess following this time? Luo Yunfan's eyes were filled with endless doting. Luo Yunyan raised his hand, and pointed his slender fingers at the place where the wave of girls was. Luo Yunfan followed her fingers to look over, and saw Gu Zian, who was like everyone's hearts holding the moon at a glance. The corners of his lips were raised. Yan Zhao was being targeted by the little princess again. What an incredible thing. Sure enough, after so long, the little princess's heart has always been on you. It is not in vain to teach my little princess this year. Luo Yunyan did not know when she walked into the crowd. Luo Yunfan looked like she was watching a show, and saw Luo Yunyan suddenly appearing in front of Gu Zian. Her playful eyes were high. She looked at Gu Zian, stretched out, grabbing Gu Zian's tie. This classmate, I've taken a fancy to you. What should I do? The sudden movement made Gu Zian stunned for a moment. Looking at the girl in front of him whom he hadn't seen for a year, he stretched out his hand, took Luo Yunyan into his arms, and asked, did you like me? Why don't you go home with me? My brother will be angry if he sees me going home with a stranger. Luo Yunyan's eyes were full of jokes, with a smile in his eyes, without any fear at all. Really? Gu Zian half bent down, and said in Luo Yunyan's ear, so I'm a stranger in the heart of the little princess. It's okay if I get angry, just drag it out and beat me up. What do you think? Fuck. After Luo Yunfan heard this sentence, he almost couldn't stand his ground. He felt very uncomfortable. I'll chase after your wife for you, but you still want to hit me in the end. No, my little princess is so cute, I can't let him abduct her. Yes, that's right, that's it. The people around are silent. Who is this sudden girl? How dare you rob someone with Fu Xiaohua? Luo Yunyan naturally saw Fu Shangyi not far away, and then smiled. Brother, are you trying to chase me? Didn't you say you fell in love with me? How come I'm chasing you? But, since you want to, I don't mind. Gu Zian was excited because he saw her again. So good. And she is in my arms. The feeling of being filled with heart is so warm. Oh, did I say that? Before Luo Yunyan finished speaking, someone gagged her. Her pupils suddenly dilated, and she became a little dazed. Zhao, he kissed me. Luo Yunyan became a little incoherent, feeling like never before. Yan Mo said that he didn't want to see such a master who turned into a ghost and stood on Luo Yunfan's shoulders. Why did it become a real body? It was because Luo Yunfan gave it 1/10 of his spiritual power, the spiritual power from the master of Yunnan Palace. I am so happy. Yanyan is very happy, isn't she? Luo Yunfan asked Yan Mo by voice transmission. In the future world, you will accompany Yanyan. If there is any situation, please report to me immediately. Yes, Your Highness. Yan Mo nodded. It took so long for Your Highness to get on the leader. Why did it not work when it got on His Highness? If His Highness can do the same, then we can get Huan off as soon as possible. Did the fairy marry back to the palace? End of this chapter. _left previous home index next _right. Tap the screen to use advanced tools tip. You can use left and right keyboard keys to browse between chapters. The villain is super good at teasing. Chapter 10 The school grass is a bit cute and 10. Chapter 10 The school grass is a bit cute, 10. Brother Xian, can I suspect that you are flirting with me? Luo Yunyan raised her head and looked at Gu Xian, once again confirming in her heart that this man looks like a man on the outside. Why is he so flirtatious inside? Yeah. Gu Xian took her hand and interlocked her fingers. Luo Yunyan glanced at her brother, then blatantly ignored her brother and went on a date with Gu Xian. Your Highness, did the Lord ignore you just now? Yan Mo looked at the look just now, obviously ignoring His Highness, but His Highness didn't seem to panic at all. As for the reason, maybe only Luo Yunfan knows it. He will teach her these things, and it is also for her to have a better future, and it is her wish to have a relationship with Yan Zhao, so he will bear it. Following her, he threw Yan Zhao's soul consciousness into this world and other worlds. Fu Shanyi was standing under a tree not far away. She looked at the two kissing people just now, and she also saw Gu Xian smile. She hadn't seen Gu Xian smile since what happened a year ago. But, who is that girl just now? Yu Wenqing did see the eyes from Fu Shanyi. He couldn't believe it from the beginning to the end, since Fu Shanyi, who was always gentle in front of him, would show such an expression. It wasn't until the next day that Gu Xian found out that Luo Yunyan, like him, had chosen the Department of Finance. When she and Luo Yunfan entered the door together, the people around screamed. Brother Yunfan, where are we sitting? During the conversation, Luo Yunyan glanced at Gu Xian, and Luo Yunfan touched her head. Sit next to Xian, I'll sit on the other side. Luo Yunyan nodded, and then walked to Gu Xian's side. Excuse me, my classmate, can I sit here? There was almost no one around Gu Xian, because this was Gu Xian's request. If University A wanted to keep him, he had to follow his request. Just when everyone thought that Gu Xian would refuse, they heard Gu Xian's magnetic voice. It is my honor to be able to sit with this beautiful lady. After Gu Xian gave her a seat, Luo Yunyan smiled slightly, sat down, and then went to sleep directly on the table. Gu Xian's eyes were looking at Luo Yunyan the whole time, and the dog food was full. Someone posted their photo on the post bar, but the title is a bit unreadable. A certain student is suspected of being in two boats. The first floor, I am sour, why all the good-looking boys belong to others. Second floor, who is this next to Gu Xiaokao? Third floor, today I am lemon extract. Ellipsis. Floor 291, isn't this girl Gu Xiaokao's desk mate? Ellipsis. Luo Yunfan, who was idle and bored, was playing with his mobile phone. When he saw this post, he glanced at the ID, and then commented, I wish you happiness in this life. Your happiness is my greatest wish. I believe, Zai will take good care of you. In my brother's eyes, you will always be the best girl. May my little princess be like this every day. Floor 339, who's who? Floor 340, the biggest melon of the year, my brother came out to speak. Is my brother the senior of this school? Why haven't I seen this ID number before? Ellipsis. Luo Yunfan casually posted a post with a photo attached. I only wish you happiness in this life. End of this chapter. _left previous home index next _right. Tap the screen to use advanced tools tip. You can use left and right keyboard keys to browse between chapters. The villain is super good at teasing. Chapter 11 The school grass is a bit cute and 11. Chapter 11 The school grass is a bit cute, 11. First floor, is this an official announcement? The second floor, brother, is this a substitute for the official announcement? Third floor, how can you be so eye-catching? These siblings are both good-looking. Fourth floor, Gu Xiaokao is smiling so happily, so pretty, the little princess is so sweet. Fifth floor, damn, blogger Fanfan and I are in the same university, so happy. Sixth floor, really Fanfan blogger. Ellipsis. It exploded in an instant. Luo Yunfan curled his lips and smiled slightly, and replied to the previous two. Floor 108, I said why does this girl look so familiar? Just reopened Fanfan blogger's homepage. It turned out to be the little princess of Fanfan blogger. Floor 109, it turns out that the Fanfan blogger had officially announced it a year ago. Now it's official again. Floor 110, does Fanfan still lack a brother or sister? Luo Yunfan replied, no shortage, I only want the little princess as a younger sister. Floor 112, does Fanfan lack a girlfriend? Luo Yunfan replied, no shortage, I love Zhang Wangxia alone in this life. Floor 114, Fanfan has announced his relationship. Caught off guard, Luo Yunfan touched his nose. Can he retreat in time? Yan Mo has always been on his shoulder, and when it saw the name of Fairy Hunan, it almost burst out. I have to say, your highness is so courageous. Should it file a complaint? And at this moment, a god replied to Luo Yunfan, there is no shortage, and only loves Zhang Wangxia in this life. Why is it called Zhang Wangxia? What's the difference between it and Wangxia? Luo Yunfan's reply, if you lean towards the king, you will turn into a cloud. Reply. My brother is in love. Just after sending these words, Luo Yunfan raised his head, startled. When did this little girl wake up? I saw Luo Yunyan dragging Gu Zi there to gossip, and at this moment she had already fallen into Gu Zian's arms. Brother Xiao, brother, he's actually in love. Well, indeed, it may just be a confession from the side, and people may not like it yet. Gu Zian hit him unceremoniously, and Yan Mo glanced at Gu Zian, and couldn't help wiping off a cold sweat. Congratulations, my lord, you're truth up. Luo Yunfen almost flipped the table. I helped him chase his wife, but in the end he gave me a venomous tongue. Never help him next time. How angry, my younger sister didn't help me, and even snarled herself, as if beating her. No, my sister has to be pampered. Well, punch the one next to you. Luo Yunfen's series of childish actions were all recorded by Yan Mo with the memory crystal ball. It must take this to the master quietly, then the master will not bully himself. Luo Yunfen, who didn't know why, was still pricking Gu Xian's name with a pen. Gu Xian glanced at Luo Yunfen in the back seat, couldn't help but smiled, then took Luo Yunyan into his arms, and whispered in Luo Yunyan's ear, Yanyan, look at Afan's childish actions. Luo Yunyan suddenly raised her head after hearing this. The corners of her lips brushed across Gu Xian's cheeks, her face blushed instantly, she pretended to cough, and when she was about to look at Luo Yunfen, Gu Xian turned her head away, as soft things will be pressed down. There was a sigh of relief around, and in the self-study class, she openly showed her affection. I never thought about the feelings of these single dogs. So angry. After the kiss was over, Luo Yunyan buried herself in Gu Xian's arms with a blushing face. She looked ashamed to see others, which made Gu Xian feel good, and the corners of his mouth were raised all day long. Brother Xiao, you. End of this chapter. Chevron underscore left previous home index next chevron underscore right. Tap the screen to use advanced tools tip. You can use left and right keyboard keys to browse between chapters. The villain is super good at teasing. Chapter 12 The school grass is a bit and quat, cute and quat, 12. Chapter 12 The school grass is a bit, cute, 12. A crisp voice sounded beside them. Gu Xian didn't let go of Luo Yunyan, but just covered her face, as if she didn't want others to see her face. What are you doing here? The indifferent voice echoed in Luo Yunyan's ears, which made her even more curious about who it was, but she just moved a little and was hugged tightly by Gu Xian, which seemed to be true. I don't want her to see who it is. Brother Xiao, I. Fu Shanyi's face was pale. It's not that she didn't see the scene just now, and with that profile, she can be sure that this girl is the girl from yesterday afternoon. Brother Xiao, obviously. I am your fiancé. Why did you betray me? Fu Shanyi's pitiful look made everyone around her start to suspect that Luo Yunyan was a third party intervening between the two of them, but Luo Yunyan turned around and leaned against Gu Xian's arms. Seeing Fu Shanyi biting her lower lip, she hooked her lips and asked lightly, Brother Xiao, how long have you known her? Gu Xian hooked the bridge of her nose, and said softly, who do I know, don't you know? I met 2 years ago in a foreign country. What's wrong? Are you jealous? No. Luo Yunyan had an innocent face. She blinked her big eyes, and then said innocently, I just think she's a bit cheeky. When my uncle and aunt chatted with my parents last time, I heard when they arrived, they obviously don't know anyone from the Fu family. Luo Yunfen stood up from his seat, and said as he walked, that's true. Miss, do you have any evidence that you are Ziyan's fiancé? Maybe what Miss Fu doesn't know is that our family Yanyan and Xian have been married since childhood. As soon as these words came out, the people around began to discuss again, with different opinions, and Gu Xian was planning to take over the Luo family this year, so it was inevitable that he would know some things in advance, so compared to Luo Yunyan's words, Gu Yunfen's words would be more representative. Fu Shanyi's face became even paler. She even hoped that Gu Xian could say a word for her, but he didn't. He just looked at the person in his arms with a particularly doting eyes. With all kinds of unwillingness in her heart, her hatred towards Luo Yunyan increased a bit, but no matter how ruthless she was, at this moment she would have to overcome Luo Yunyan. Fu Shanyi didn't know how she left the class. She hated why her parents didn't give her birth to a wealthy family. Although they live a well-off life now, there is a big gap between Gu Xian's life and Gu Xian's life. Before Luo Yunfen left, he glanced at Luo Yunyan, and then said to Gu Xian, send Yanyan back to me unscathed tonight, or you will be beaten by me. HMPH. After finishing speaking, she snorted arrogantly, and left. Luo Yunyan looked confused. She glanced at Gu Xian, then at the back of her brother, once in a daze. Who am I? Where am I? What am I doing? Why is my brother so childish? Why am I the younger sister of the childish ghost? What to do? So angry. I really want to beat someone up. Can't beat what to do. Right, throw the magic orchid fairy he has been thinking about into the mirror of reincarnation. Let him not catch up with his wife. Really not bad. Luo Yunyan nodded suddenly, making Gu Xian unable to react for a while. End of this chapter. Chevron underscore left previous home index next chevron underscore right. Tap the screen to use advanced tools tip. You can use left and right keyboard keys to browse between chapters. The villain is super good at teasing. Chapter 13 The school grass is a bit and quat, cute and quat, 13. Chapter 13 The school grass is a bit, cute, 13. Who am I? Where am I? What should I do if my little daughter-in-law is stupid? What should I do if my daughter-in-law's brother is so naive? What if you want to hit someone? What should I do if I hurt my wife and ignore me? I'm so angry, I really want to hit someone. No, I have to hold back. My daughter-in-law's brother, I'm beating back. The two of them didn't know what the other was thinking, but what they thought was almost the same. Luo Yunyan looked at the comment just now, and she stretched out her mobile phone in front of Gu Xian. Brother Xian, I want to know who this person is. After Luo Yunyan finished speaking, she smiled, and Gu Xian knew that she was going to start being naughty again, but what can I do? Let's pamper her. My lord, this is the name of Fairy Hunlin, Yan Mo reminded softly from the side. Luo Yunyan was stunned, and then his heart started to twitch. Yan Mo looked at Luo Yunyan with a sly smile on his face, almost got goosebumps all over his body. My master is going to start abusing my brother again. What should I do? Your Highness is so pitiful, no one loves her. Fairy Huanlan is so pitiful, she will be bullied by the master. No, I want to be obedient. I am the most obedient and the only blood spirit on the Lord. After school, the campus was crowded with people. It seemed lively. Guzian was walking on the playground holding Luo Yunyan's hand. There were several couples walking and sitting together on the playground. Wherever they went, they always met couple. They sat on the edge of the playground. Luo Yunyan lay on Guzian's lap. Brother Xian, what have you been doing this year? I really want to know. Guzian touched her head and straightened her broken hair. I miss you, what are you doing? When will you come back? When will you start liking me? Missing you is always miss you. Don't you have anything else to do? Luo Yunyan just thought it was funny. When did Zhao become so provocative? Really like. When Yan Mo knew what Luo Yunyan was thinking, he snorted, what a duplicity woman. Yes. Guzian looked down at her. I miss you besides you. I also want to buy land. What are you buying the land for? Have you bought it? Where are you buying it? Luo Yunyan was a little confused, and went to buy the land for what? Did she go to the wrong time and space? Fool. Guzian hooked the bridge of her nose and said, I want to buy a piece of land in your heart. After Luo Yunyan finished listening, her face instantly turned red. Looking at the blushing Luo Yunyan, Guzian laughed, Yanyan, is there something in my eye? Luo Yunyan immediately panicked and sat up hastily, wanting to look into his eyes, but Guzian grabbed his wrist and whispered in her ear, I have you in my eyes. Luo Yunyan patted him on the shoulder, a little annoyed and helpless, what time is it? You're still kidding me. I hate it. If I hate it, how can Yanyan like me? Luo Yunyan decided not to talk to him, always teasing herself, it's too much. Yan Mo glanced at his master. Surrounded by pink bubbles, the blood spirit is about to turn pink. Hey, it's too much, the Lord doesn't take care of the blood spirit who is still single. If the master doesn't want it, what should I do? Poor Yan Mo was floating in the air by himself, he could only look at the pink bubbles around him helplessly, and then started poking the bubbles to play. In the end, the more he played, the more vigorous he became, until the evening sun gradually disappeared. Yan Mo stopped, and then realized what he had done just now. End of this chapter. _left previous home index next _right. Tap the screen to use advanced tools tip. You can use left and right keyboard keys to browse between chapters. The villain is super good at teasing. Chapter 14 The school grass is a bit and quat, cute and quat, 14. Chapter 14 The school grass is a bit cute, 14. When Yan Mo realized his actions, he almost went crazy, and then returned to the space where he was originally. Yan Mo shut himself off. Luo Yunyan was still in the sweet love. Guzian sent her to the door of the house. The two were still reluctant to part. Finally Luo Yunfan stood at the door and said coldly, come in. Yan Mo appeared in front of several people, and Luo Yunyan looked at Yan Mo in front of him, instantly overflowing with maternal love. Ah, little Momo, she is getting cuter and cuter. Immediately afterwards, Yan Mo's little face was severely ravaged, and the endless black lines in Yan Mo's heart. The Lord is so terrifying, he will never pretend to be a human again. Guzian's heart couldn't help trembling. The boy in front of him looked somewhat similar to Luo Yunyan, especially the eyes, which were equally clear, and could even be said to be carved out of the same mold. I've always been cute. Yan Mo immediately raised his head arrogantly. Who would have thought Luo Yunyan slapped it down the next second? Yan Mo immediately covered his head with tears in his eyes. Why did you hit me? Luo Yunyan smiled instead of talking. Yan Mo immediately got goosebumps all over his body, and then hid behind Luo Yunfan. That little look was complaining to Luo Yunfan, Your Majesty, look at your lord, you are bullying me again. Luo Yunfan expressed his helplessness. After all, it was Luo Yunyan's business, he can control it. Yan Mo's face was full of depression. His Majesty's sister-in-law is very serious. Guzian's eyes became more and more strange. No matter what he looked at just now, Yan Mo's appearance was somewhat similar to Luo Yunyan's, but, judging from his age, it was impossible for Yan Mo to be Luo Yunyan's son. For a moment, he was a little confused. Yanyan, what is this? After being silent for a long time, he still asked. Although he was very willing to believe in Luo Yunyan, it's just like this, even if he really believed it, he can believe that someone would look the same. Luo Yunyan smiled slightly, and said lightly, how about the child you picked up? Isn't it cute? Picked it up. Yan Mo immediately complained. Nonsense, I am obviously the blood spirit of you and your lord. You are talking nonsense, I get angry. Luo Yunyan glared at him. Yan Mo immediately faltered. After all, Luo Yunyan was threatening it just now, it was so pitiful, and was bullied by the master again. If the adults are not in the lord, they will know how to bully the blood spirit. Blood spirit doesn't want to lose face. The corner of Guzian's mouth twitched slightly. What kind of luck is this, to be able to pick up such a child? A child who looks very similar to her. Even Luo Yunfan was a little unbelievable. Picked it up. Where did you pick it up? I can pick up a child who looks just like you and Yan Zhaochang. Are you kidding me? Guzian nodded, and then pulled Luo Yunyan into his arms. Yanyan's luck is really good, she can pick up a child this way, and she can pick up a few more in the future. Luo Yunfan, who happened to be drinking water, sprayed it out in one gulp, without any image at all. Fuck. This is all right. Yan Zhao, what about your IQ? You are stupid, you believe in such a reason. You are no longer the Yan Zhao I knew. Yan Mo is even a little speechless, my lord. What about your IQ? Where is my wise man? You can't even lose your IQ once you fall in love. If you believe in such ghostly reasons, you have changed, my lord. Luo Yunyan looked at the water stains all over the floor. She raised her eyes to look at Luo Yunfan, and said, brother, this carpet cannot touch water. Remember to change the carpet. End of this chapter. _left previous home index next _right. Tap the screen to use advanced tools tip. You can use left and right keyboard keys to browse between chapters. The villain is super good at teasing. Chapter 15 The school grass is a bit and quat, cute and quat, 15. Chapter 15 The school grass is a bit cute, 15. Luo Yunfen has a black face, can he let this sister go? The carpet has just been replaced, now change again. Luo Yunyan looked at him innocently, all the anger in his heart dissipated. My own sister spoils herself. The sins that you have made, you will suffer yourself. Gu Zian glanced at Luo Yunfen who was gnashing his teeth, and smiled, but he didn't show any intention of helping him. After Gu Zian had dinner, Luo Yunfen mercilessly chased him away. As a single guy, he didn't want to see the person in front of him show affection in front of him. Gu Zian just glanced at it, then smiled, and left. Just when he was halfway there, he saw a girl coming from the opposite side. Gu Zian subconsciously avoided that person. Fu Shanyi looked at Gu Zian's back and shouted, Gu Zian. You are really so cruel. You clearly know that I have loved you for so many years. Why are you doing this to me? Gu Zian stopped in his tracks, and said with a sneer, anyone who hurt her will end badly. You are really so ruthless. For a girl you just met, you ruined the business of the Gu family and the Fu family. Fu Shanyi was also jealous, obviously she had known him for so long, why was she not as good as a new transfer student? Just met. Gu Zian's voice became colder and colder, maybe Miss Fu has forgotten that Yanyan and I grew up together as childhood sweethearts. If we say we know each other, what evidence does Miss Fu have that Miss Fu and I are friends? Miss Fu, I can't bear it like this. Please respect Miss Fu in the future. Fu Shanyi stood where she was, and could only look at Gu Zian's ruthless back, feeling extremely unwilling in her heart. Obviously, he was not like this in his previous life. Why did he become like this? Fu Shanyi looked incredible. She might never have imagined that what existed in Gu Zian's body was the soul consciousness of Mr. Yan Zhao from the main temple. If the people Yan Zhao liked were so superficial, then he wouldn't either. Let Luo Yunyan's love for him die down. And in the main temple at this time, Zhao's soul consciousness has fluctuated. What's going on? The man in black brocade clothes stood where he was. I noticed the soul consciousness of Yunnan temple in the mirror of reincarnation. My lord, what should I do? Ha! The man snorted coldly. The people from Yun's palace have harmed our Zhao like this, and they still have the face to look for him. I think Yun's palace is a little busy recently, so find something for them. Yes. Don't hurt her. A weak voice sounded from the air. Zhao. The man was obviously a little angry. She is not what you can imagine. Why are you deceiving yourself? Why do you just have a crush on her? She's fine. The voice disappeared before it finished speaking, and the man's face became even more gloomy, the more he disliked the people in Yunnan Palace. Especially for Luo Yunyan, it was even more unpleasant. And Luo Yunyan in another world sneezed. She rubbed her nose, a little puzzled. Could it be a cold? Luo Yunyan sat in front of the TV and continued to watch TV, and then wrapped a small blanket. Luo Yunfan's face was a little pale. He glanced at Luo Yunyan's position, and then closed the door. People from the main temple suddenly came to find what are we bothering to do? Could it be that their main temple is too busy? Luo Yunfan's face was a little pale. He forcibly blocked the attack of the main temple just now. End of this chapter. Chevron _ left previous home index next chevron _ right. Tap the screen to use advanced tools tip. You can use left and right keyboard keys to browse between chapters. The villain is super good at teasing. Chapter 16 The school grass is a bit cute and 16. Chapter 16 The school grass is a bit cute, 16. Your Highness, you are injured. When Yan Mo entered the room, he saw Luo Yunfen with a pale face, and he knew that the thunder just now was wrong, and now it seems that something is really wrong. Luo Yunyan stood at the door without knowing when. She pulled Luo Yunfen's wrist, and then she frowned. Tianlei. What did you do? This breath, the breath of the main temple. Luo Yunfen half kneeled on the ground, gasping for breath. The thunder just now nearly killed him half his life. Plus this is the site of the reincarnation hall, that is to say, the reincarnation hall and the main shrine are connected, and the combination of the two is what Yan Mo called Tiandao before. Luo Yunfen himself was trespassing, his strength was restrained, and he had just forcibly blocked the thunder. If it was more serious, maybe he would be out of his wits. What puzzled Luo Yunfen was that Luo Yunyan's consciousness was not affected at all, but he could feel that Luo Yunyan's consciousness was getting stronger. During the period, there was always a trace of breath that he had never seen before. Luo Yunyan didn't speak, just helped Luo Yunfen onto the bed, and handed the medicine bottle that came from somewhere in front of Luo Yunfen, concentration pill, and, you must return to the hall of Yunnan immediately. If you stay here any longer, you will only be disillusioned. Yanyan. Luo Yunfen wanted to say something else, but Luo Yunyan shook his head. I'm fine, maybe I don't know much, but I will save Zhao, don't worry, rather before I have the ability to protect myself, I will not act too impulsively. Luo Yunfen stretched out his hand to touch her head, and then saw a string of bracelets appearing on his hand, and he put the bracelet on Luo Yunyan's wrist. If you have any difficulties, remember to call me, I will be the first time come to your side. Luo Yunyan nodded, and then she could see that when Luo Yunfen lay down, a breath disappeared from the space. Luo Yunyan pressed his temple, exited the door, and returned to his room. My lord, is your highness all right? Yan Mo still asked worriedly. After all, his current state was given by Luo Yunfen. Although he is a blood spirit, he has his own emotions. The blood spirit that the adult and Luo Yunyan's heart and blood were refined together has a cultivation base that is much higher than others. Yan Mo didn't know why. It was obviously the person's exclusive blood spirit, but it suddenly appeared beside Luo Yunyan after that person disappeared. It is true that Luo Yunyan treated him very well, but it was not as good as that person's 1000th. Zhu Ling only recognizes one master in his life. Yan Mo doesn't understand why Yan Zhao let him guard Luo Yunyan. Is it just because Luo Yunyan has that person's aura on him? Nothing. Luo Yunyan stood in front of the window, looking at the thunderstorm outside. Her originally gloomy face became even more gloomy. In short, she didn't like rainy days very much, and her memory was hazy. Thinking of it, I felt a splitting headache, and Luo Yunyan gradually stopped thinking about these problems. However, recently, when she encounters the rainy season, she always feels irritable, and the consciousness in her heart that does not belong to her seems to be rushing out. My lord, it's time for you to rest. After being silent for a long time, the surroundings were always quiet, until the old-fashioned wall clock on the wall struck 12 o'clock, and then Yan Mo reminded, you know, Luo Yunyan's sleep time is fixed. If it is later some, I'm afraid I will miss the appointment tomorrow. End of this chapter. Chevron underscore left previous home index next chevron underscore right. Tap the screen to use advanced tools tip. You can use left and right keyboard keys to browse between chapters. The villain is super good at teasing. Chapter 17 The school grass is a bit and cute and 17. Chapter 17 The school grass is a bit cute, 17. Luo Yunyan closed the curtains, lay on the bed, stared blankly for a while, then fell asleep. Yu Wenking's side is now in the period of firewood and fire, although he knows what kind of person Fu Shanyi is, but beauty is in the eye of the beholder, no matter how bad it is, as long as the person he likes is in front of him, acting coquettishly or something, just ignore everything. Next day the house was in a mess, with clothes scattered everywhere, the only difference was that there was an extra Araki by her side. Yu Wenking sat up from the bed and went to wash. Luo Yunyan and Luo Yunfen woke up almost at the same time. The two were unexpectedly synchronized. Luo Yunfen looked at Luo Yunyan, who opened the door, and asked, Yanyan, what do you want to eat in the morning? The Luo Yunfen at this time is not the Luo Yunfen. He is very ordinary. The ordinary cannot be more ordinary, but for the sake of his sister they're exactly the same. Luo Yunyan shook her head. Go out to eat with brother Xin today. Brother can eat by himself. I'm leaving first. Luo Yunyan had already changed her shoes while talking. She looked at Luo Yunfen, and then said, my brother's high fever hasn't subsided yesterday, so don't be too busy, rest more. Before Luo Yunfen could respond, Luo Yunyan had already left. I don't know if it was his illusion, but he always felt that his sister was not that close to him anymore. The way he looked at him just now seemed to be looking at another person. What happened to the inexplicable discomfort? My lord, the male lead and the female lead are going to bed. As soon as Yan Mo's words came out, Luo Yunyan glanced at it, and then said very coldly, did I pamper you too much on weekdays, and you can't do it with such blatant words? Can speak out. Yan Mo immediately lowered his head. As if I was wrong, Luo Yunyan pressed his temple, copy the scriptures consciously until I am satisfied. Yes. Yan Mo knew that he was wrong, so he went to copy the book obediently. It happened that Luo Yunyan raised his head and saw two people walking towards him. Naturally, Yu Wenking also saw her, so he took Fu Shanyi to Luo Yunyan. In front of Yunyan, how about yesterday's report? Is it okay? Luo Yunyan nodded, and then took out a document from his bag. Yes, the summary of the group report is complete, but some contents are a little bit off from the reality, and can be slightly modified. I have marked out how to change it. Yu Wenking took the folder, glanced at it a few times, and nodded, of course I know Yunyan's strength, and I'll hand it over to you after the modification. No, just hand it in. I still have something to do, so I'm leaving first. Luo Yunyan nodded politely, and then left, but she didn't pay attention to the change of Fu Shanyi's expression. Seeing Yu Wenking's appearance, Fu Shanyi couldn't help but sneer. It's just to help you change the copy once, let's see if she will help you next time, it's just to trick you around. Yu Wenking put away the documents, then took Fu Shanyi's hand naturally, and said, Shanyi, I will take you to meet my parents today, and then discuss our marriage. After all, what happened yesterday, I will take responsibility for it. Fu Shanyi nodded, but she didn't know what was going on in her heart, but what she knew was that she became what she is now because of Luo Yunyan. Under the circumstances, she was shocked. The source is still a rival. End of this chapter. Chevron underscore left previous home index next chevron underscore right. Tap the screen to use advanced tools tip. You can use left and right keyboard keys to browse between chapters.